Are you planning your first cruise? Don't hit the water without watching this video. I am breaking down everything you need to know from booking smart to packing like a pro and navigating the ship like a seasoned traveler. Avoid common rookie mistakes and get ready for the vacation of a lifetime. Get ready for smooth sailing. Let's go.
I've been traveling nonstop since I was 16, so I figured why not start a YouTube channel? Welcome to Jetlag John.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Are you getting ready for your very first cruise? You've seen the ads, you've checked out the beautiful ships, and you finally booked your ticket. Well, first off, congratulations. This will be one of the best vacations that you will ever have. But if you're like most first-time cruisers, you're probably feeling a little bit overwhelmed and have a ton of different questions. Like, what do you pack? How do I even board the ship? What are all of these secret rules and tips everyone keeps talking about on social media? Well, that's exactly what this video is for. I have sourced some of the most popular advice from experienced cruisers on YouTube and social media, also sprinkling in a little bit of my own personal experience to bring you the top 10 things you absolutely need to know. We're talking booking hacks, packing essentials, and onboard secrets that will save you time, money, and a lot of stress. So let's dive right in. All right, these tips start long before you even step on the ship. Our first category is all about planning and booking. Tip number one, pick the right cruise for you. Now, this is probably one of the most talked about tips for a reason. Not all cruise lines are the same. A Carnival cruise is going to feel very, very different from a Viking cruise, for example. Before you book, do a little research. Are you looking for a lively party atmosphere with lots of activities for kids? Or are you after more of a relaxing, quiet experience? Picking the right cruise line is the first step to a great vacation. Now, I have an important announcement at the very end of this video that might help you with this tip as well, so please stick around for that. Otherwise, if you're going back and forth between a couple different cruise lines and you're not sure which one to pick, leave it down in the comment section below. Ask the question. I have a ton of people who follow this channel that have cruised on several different lines, several different times, and I would welcome the lively conversation down in the comment section below. So if you're not sure which cruise line to go in, leave a comment down there and we'll definitely talk through this one for sure, because this is going to make or break your next vacation. Tip number two, start small and go interior. For your first time, I recommend, and many other experienced cruisers recommend, booking a shorter cruise. Think maybe 3 or 5 days. This is a perfect way for you to get a feel for the experience without a huge time or financial commitment. So, and on the topic of saving money, consider an interior cabin. You might be surprised at how little time you spend in your room. So an interior cabin is a fantastic way to save hundreds or even thousands of dollars on your next cruise. Also, with an interior cabin, if you are prone to motion sickness or anything like that, an interior room might be a good option for you as well. You don't have a porthole or a balcony or a window where you can actually see the horizon go up and down, because you will feel these ships move when you are on your cruise. So that will just kind of help a little bit with that seasickness as well. Tip number three is don't skip travel insurance. So this might not be the most exciting topic or tip to talk about, but it is one of the most important. Things happen, flights get delayed, luggage gets lost, people get sick. Travel insurance can be a lifesaver, covering everything from a missed departure or a medical emergency on the ship. Don't be that person who regrets not getting travel insurance. Check with when you book your cruise, a lot of times these cruise lines will offer travel insurance as part of your booking. Otherwise, if you're a AAA member, you can get travel insurance for your trip through AAA. But another place that people often overlook is your travel credit card. If you have a credit card that is specific for travel, you get travel points, things like that. Definitely check with them, because they may have a deal set up where you can get travel insurance through your credit card as well and get a better deal there. But definitely don't skip the travel insurance. Trust me, I have used this a number of times and it has saved me every single one of them. All right, speaking of delayed flights and travel hiccups, Tip number 4 is fly in a day early, and it is because of all of that. I can't stress enough, people on social media are always talking about this one. Do not, and I repeat, do not fly in the same day as your cruise departure. Now, if you live close and you're driving in, totally fine. But if you are flying in as a Midwesterner who has to fly to get onto their cruise, fly in the day before. A flight delay can cause you to miss the ship. And trust me, the ships will not wait for you just because you're not there. So arrive a day early, stay at a hotel near the port, and start your vacation relaxed and stress-free. All right, on to section number 2, and this is going to be packing essentials. So now that you've booked your cruise and you got kind of all of your planning out of the way, let's talk about what to pack. This is where most first-time cruisers make some of the biggest mistakes. Tip number 5, the carry-on is your best friend. On embarkation day, your checked luggage might not arrive at your cabin for several hours. So this is why you need to have a carry-on with everything you need for that first few hours. We're talking passports and travel documents are a must. Double check with your cruise line, whichever one it is, to make sure you have the appropriate travel documents, because a lot of times these cruise ships will not allow you to board if you don't have your proper documentation. So double check your travel documentations with the cruise line and make sure you have everything you need and they are in your carry-on bag. I also recommend a change of clothes. Especially if you're going to the Caribbean, it gets hot. And if you're on the ship and you're in a sweatshirt or jeans, you might want to change into shorts or flip-flops. And so definitely bring a change of clothes if that's you. If you're traveling with kids or younger folks that want to take part in the water slides and the swimming pools, definitely make sure you bring their swim trunks or their swimsuits so that they can change and go straight to the swimming pool. But also make sure you bring any essential medications as well. If you are on a medication schedule that is very regimented, make sure that you bring any of those medications, because like I said, sometimes it can be upwards of 3 to 6 hours before your luggage will actually arrive at your room. So just make sure that you have everything that you need with you for those first couple of hours. Tip number 6 is pack smart, not hard. Cruise cabins are small and space is definitely at a premium. So here are just some pro level packing hacks that you will see everywhere. Now, I will leave links to all of the products that I talk about down in the description below. Those are affiliate links, so if you do use them, I can benefit monetarily, but this video is not sponsored by anybody. So please use those links down below if you're interested in any of these products. And that first product is magnetic hooks. The walls in your cruise cabin are metal. That's just the way cruise ships are built. So these hooks are a game changer if you're looking to hang up a bag, a hat, a towel, just anything really to keep your floors clean and clear. The second thing that I recommend is a power strip or a power cube. Outlets are scarce in your cruise ship cabin. A power strip without a surge protector, that is a key there. Make sure it does not have a power surge protector in it. Otherwise, they will take that away from you when you board. However, it is a must for charging all of your devices. One thing that I recommend is a device similar to this. This is just you plug it in, it goes into a wall outlet, and then it's got a whole bunch of USB-A, a couple USB-C ports on it as well. So if you have a lot of devices, I recommend something like that. I also just ordered an Epica travel charger during Amazon Prime Day. They were on sale. I think this is probably going to be my go-to, but it hasn't come yet. I think it's actually expected today. So as soon as I get that, I'll insert some B-roll here so you can see it. But it also has, not only is it a travel charger, but it also has USB-A and USB-C charging ports on it as well. So definitely recommend getting something like that. Another thing that people don't always think about when they are going on a cruise is packing some wrinkle release spray. Downy wrinkle release is my go-to, but it helps you avoid having to pay for laundry service. So the laundry service doesn't have to press your items or dealing with any sort of wrinkly formal night outfit. You basically take your spray, spray it on your outfit, spray it on your shirt, your dress, whatever you might have, hang it up on those metal hooks that we just talked about, and watch those wrinkles just disappear. easier. A small bottle goes a long way, so I recommend traveling with wrinkle release spray. It works wonders. The last thing I'm going to recommend is packing cubes. This just keeps you organized and makes unpacking a breeze. If you have all of your shorts in one packing cube, you can just unzip it, take all those out, put it in a drawer or on a shelf in your closet. Just makes it so much easier. I also like packing cubes because when you come home from your cruise, you have usually a lot of dirty laundry. So by putting your dirty laundry in packing cubes, it keeps it separate from anything that you may not have worn on your cruise, and just keeps that funk from spreading between your clean clothes and your dirty clothes. All right, along the same lines of wrinkle release and packing cubes, tip number 7 is check the dress code for your cruise line. While cruising has become more casual, don't assume you can just wear shorts and a t-shirt every night to dinner in the formal dining room. Most cruise lines do still have at least 1 or 2 formal nights, depending on the length of your cruise. So don't be afraid to pack a nice outfit, but also bring plenty of mix and match casual wear for the rest of your trip. A little bit of research on your specific cruise line dress code will go a long way. Also, several cruise lines have theme nights as well. So Virgin Voyages, for example, has their Scarlet Night. So you'll want to make sure that you pack something red. Just keep that in mind and do your research on the dress code for your cruise ship before you get on board. In section number 3, we're going to be talking about all of those onboard secrets. So you're on the ship, your bags are unpacked and put away, and it's time to have some fun. Here are definitely some tips you want to keep in mind to make your onboard experience as smooth as possible. Tip number 8 is use the app and know your money. Almost every modern cruise ship has a dedicated app. This is your lifeline, and you will want to make sure that you have this app downloaded before you board the ship. Use it to check your daily schedule of activities, make dining reservations, and most importantly, check your onboard account. You will use your room key for almost all of your purchases on board the ship. So it's vital to check for any incorrect charges before you disembark. Once you get off the ship, it's very hard to challenge a purchase that was made incorrectly or charged incorrectly onto your account. Also, with the app, know even if you don't have a Wi-Fi package, you didn't purchase Wi-Fi on the ship, most of the apps will allow you to use the app on the ship's Wi-Fi without having any sort of Wi-Fi package as well. So just keep that in mind, download the app, it will be your lifeline. Tip number 9 is take the steps and explore the ship. This one is simple, but it works. Elevators on cruise ships, especially on embarkation days or days that you're in port, can be a nightmare. They will be crowded, they will be busy, you will have to wait to get onto an elevator. They can be an absolute nightmare. Taking the stairs is a great way to get in some steps and avoid all of the crowds. One of the things that I like to do is the stair challenge. I like to see how far into the cruise I can go by just taking the steps and not taking the elevator. Now, don't get me wrong, elevators are great, especially if you need to get somewhere quickly, if you're trying to make a show or a dinner reservation. Absolutely, I'm not saying don't use the elevators, but if you are able to, I highly encourage you, use the steps. It's a great way to get in a little extra exercise, especially if you're eating a little bit more, which you will definitely do when you are on a cruise vacation. Also, while you're at it, take some time to explore the ship. Don't just stick to the main decks. You might find a quiet lounge or a less crowded pool or a stunning view that most people miss on some of those lesser known decks or less popular decks. So definitely take the time, explore the ship. Do this like maybe the first day or two. If you have a day at sea at the beginning of your cruise, definitely take some time to explore the ship and find out those secret places that you might want to enjoy for the rest of your vacation. Tip number 10 is don't get left behind. This is the number one fear of all cruisers, not just first-time cruisers. All ship motto is, "We will not wait." It is your responsibility as an adult to be back on board before the scheduled departure time from each port. Do not, under any circumstances, rely on your phone's time. Your phone might automatically switch to a local time zone, which could be different from your ship time. Always check the ship's schedule, whether that's in the app, They will a lot of times have times posted in the elevator or at your disembarkation point on the ship. They will have, hey, you need to be back on board at this time. And also check the clocks in the terminals. A lot of times they will use ship time as well, but definitely make sure that you do not get left behind because the ships will not wait. All right, so I couldn't end this video without having a bonus tip, and I get a ton of questions about this. People often ask me how much you feel the motion on the ships and if you get seasick. So if you are worried about getting seasick, here is what I recommend, and here's what the pros recommend. Book a cabin mid-ship on a lower deck, as this area tends to feel the least amount of movement. No matter how big your cruise ship is, you are going to feel movement on board. So if this is something that you worry about, check out those areas when you're booking and planning your vacation, because those are going to feel the least amount of movement. Also, I recommend packing some over-the-counter motion sickness medication. Trust me, if you get the little patches that you put behind your ear, you will not be the only person wearing them. You will see them on people all of the time. I have not gone on a cruise where I haven't seen somebody wearing one of the motion sickness patches. So those are great. Also, there's some great oral medication that you can take with you as well. You can get little travel sizes that fit into your suitcase. Don't take up too much space. So highly recommend that. Even if you've never experienced motion sickness, but you're worried about that, just pack some just in case so you have it. Rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it for sure. Also, I want to leave a comment down below if you think that this one would help. I've heard an old cruiser trick is grab a green apple from the buffet or from the food area on the ship. Eat that. The sourness of the green apple actually helps calm your stomach. So if you've heard that or if you've used that trick, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear if that actually works. That's not something that I've ever done before, but it's something that I heard a lot of people recommend doing as well. So that's your bonus tip. If you're worried about seasickness, those are just a couple things that you can take into consideration. So there you have it. Those are my top tips for a stress-free and unforgettable first-time cruise. By planning ahead, packing smart, and knowing a few of these insider secrets, you will be well on your way for smooth sailing for your first cruise. Now, at the beginning of the video, I did say that I had an announcement that I was going to make, especially if you were going back and forth between different cruise lines, which ones to pick, which one might be right for you or not. But I am excited to announce that I am officially a travel agent and have worked with getting education on a lot of these cruise lines. They provide travel agents with a lot of education so that when they're reselling their product, they know kind of what is all included. So if you have any questions around which cruise line might be right for you, definitely let me know. I have left a link to my email address down in the description below. So reach out there or leave me a comment in the comment section below. If you're looking at booking a cruise, no matter which cruise line it is, please reach out to me as well. I would love to help you, even if you're just kind of price comparing and kind of getting the lay of the land out there. Let me know. I'd love to help you out in that regard as well. If you found this video helpful, please give it a huge thumbs up down below. Also subscribe to my channel. I know 97% of the people watching this video are not subscribed to my channel. So I am so close to getting to 1,000 subscribers. So please help me get there. That's the first goal that I have for my channel. And I'm excited that we are almost there. So also turn on notifications while you're down there as well. If you are looking for more travel tips and guides, this is definitely the channel for you. I also want to know, what was your biggest takeaway? If you're a first-time cruiser or even an experienced cruiser, what was your biggest takeaway from this video? Let me know in the comment section below. I would love to hear all of you. I love to respond to your comments, read through all of them. It makes me a better traveler and a better cruiser as well. So have a fantastic trip, and we will definitely see you in the next video.